Peace, family. What's good? It's your man, Ocean the Ghost. We back at it. The freedom fight continue, man. Yeah, I very much appreciate you for tuning in to see what's good, see what's happening. It's a lot going on, man. It's always a lot going on in everybody's life. Not just my life, but everybody's life. Everybody, got people in their life who seem to wanna direct your path in life. They seem to know, understand, they seem to know where you should be headed in life better than you know for your damn self. And everybody, I'm saying everybody, a lot of people feel like that the almighty creator, can speak to them in a language that they can understand, but that same almighty creator who can communicate with them couldn't possibly communicate with you in the same language what you can understand. And they, all of your dreams and all of your aspirations, they want to dispute that. And they want to tell you all the reasons why you can't do what God already laid on your heart that you are destined to do. Right? We all got those people. If you in this line, especially if you in this line that I'm walking in, you got a lot of detractors coming at you right now, telling you that you don't know what you're talking about, and oh, you so judgmental, and let's just go along with this system, and maybe if we convince them that they mean, then they'll stop being mean to us. Okay, we got a lot of those people out there, man. Trust me, I'm surrounded by them every day. So I have to get in a certain type of mind frame and a certain type of zone to even come out here and tell the truth that I'm getting ready to give you, man. But enough of all of that. Like I said, thank you for being here. What I want to discuss with you guys, man, is a way. I'm gonna give you somewhat of a criteria to know if a cause that's been laid on your heart is a righteous cause or not. Okay. First, I want to give thanks to the Almighty Creator who speaks to me daily. Matter of fact, I'm looking at him and he's looking at me. But thank you to the Almighty Creator who speaks to me daily and give me these messages to share with people who come here to build with me. Thank you for coming to build with me. But I got four different areas that you should be met in order for you to know that you fighting for a righteous cause. Okay. Now I'm gonna give them to you one at a time. The first criteria that gotta be met to know that you fighting for a righteous cause is this cause worth living for? Is this cause worth dedicating your waking up and your going to sleep? And is it everything that you can, perceiving right now in the moment that you living in is something that just won't leave you alone? No matter what. No matter if you at work, you gotta fight for this, or if you with your significant other, if you out to eat, whatever, this is a cause that is so detrimental to the well-being of your psyche that it's worth living for, and it's worth dedicating your being to stand up for their cause. Okay, is it something that's worth when people see you coming? That's the brand that you got on you. Okay? Just like a Klan member. When you see that sheep coming, you know that's a Klan member. But apparently that's something that's worth living for that person, and they don't give a fuck who know. So they represent. So that's the same way I represent, the same way I represent. You understand? I live for the shit that I die for. And I guess you can make that a easy transition. I didn't even mean for it to go like that. I thought I would have said more, but that's an easy transition into the second thing that lets you know that you are fighting for a righteous cause. Is this something that's worth dying for? Is this something that if you lose your life in this crusade that or whatever that you fighting for, and when you go meet your maker and you gotta look your maker in the eye, is this something that you willing to present to the maker and say, hey, this is what I live my life for and this is what I died for? Okay? That's a decision that you gotta make. You gotta cause you gotta know that in certain walks in life, certain roles that's played in life, man, you could be persecuted for some of these roles that you played in life. You could be, castrated from society. You could be just, hung out to dry for some of these stances that we taking right now, especially with, the people that's inside of this. I don't want to call it a movement because you can't choose to be an American descendant of slavery. Okay, I've been calling it a movement the whole time, but you can't choose to be this. This is something that you're born into. It's from womb to tomb. Either your forefathers was out there on that field or not. Either or. So, this is not a club that you can join. This is a club that you're born into. But when you are taking this stance that we taking, that this strong stance to fight against white supremacy, then you know that there's so many people around you for whatever reason. Maybe they scared. Maybe they get all their butter biscuits from the white society or whatever. For whatever the reason it is, but you're gonna come up against a lot of opposition, and some to the point where it's possible that your life could be ended on the same account of the shit that you fight for and the people that you fight for. So you got to look yourself in the eye and make that decision. Is it worth you dying for? And again, anything that you see me saying that I say that I stand on, and that anything that I live for, yes, it's worth me dying for. Now, the third one, it's a tough one, but this to let you know if your cause righteous or not, and it's a little bit extreme. So, if you might want to check out now, but is it worth you killing for? Huh? Is the cause that you living for and dying for? Is it worth that anything that poses a threat to it? Is it worth taking that threat off of the same playing field that you playing on? Is it worth taking a life for? Is this ADOS movement? Is it worth taking a life for? I would say yes. It's very much worth taking a life for, because the people who fighting against it, they very much willing to take your fucking life in order to make sure that you stay on the bottom level of society. So you got to understand that when extreme conditions do cause for extreme actions, you know what I mean? And that's a hard pill to swallow, even for myself, if we telling the truth. That's a very hard pill for me to swallow, that, it might come a time when that might be the only option that I have, because we very much in a race war, man. And we very much it's going on, man. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but somebody, you gotta know, man. And I don't want to say it's a race war. I don't mean that every white person in the world is evil and trying to kill niggas. But what I do mean is the people that control the mass amount of the resources. These people just so happen to be white, okay? And these people are willing to go to any and every extreme to protect the fact that they are the dominant everything over the world, and they not willing to give that power up by any means necessary. So they are willing to kill you. So you automatically make my cause a righteous cause in the fact that it's only right for me to defend myself. So hell yeah, this is something worthy of killing for. To answer my own question and to figure out where the fuck I'm going as we get there. Cause like I told you in my last video, I ain't got all this shit figured out, chump. I ain't got all this shit figured out, but I'm willing to be transparent. Like I said in the other video, I'm willing to be transparent and let you know the shit that I go through and the places that I go in my mind trying to figure this shit out. So yes, it's very much for your cause to be righteous. You very much got it. Very much you got to be. It got to be a cause that you're willing to kill about. Okay, and the fourth one, the last one, is your cause something that can heal people? Can your cause, the cause that you fight for, can it bring growth and development and maturity to your people? Can it bring a healing to your people? And this message, this group of people that's growing day by day, this ADOS community of people is very much they healing me. It's bringing healing to my soul to know that it's a group of people out there in the world that feel similar to the way that I feel about a lot of shit. And there's a lot of different subjects that we connecting on. So yes, it brings healing. This is a holistic spiritual movement that we involved in. And that's why I'm so involved in it. So if you can't understand, my stance and why I take it so serious and why I don't allot myself the time to take off from this fight, then you got to catch up to where I'm at, man. Cause we out here, this is some real shit. You are seeing this shit. They killing our baby. They killing our babies. The fucking police killing our children and our grown men. They getting paid time off. Come on, man. We in the middle of this shit, man. We right here in the middle of this shit. So, damn right, I feel like my cause is righteous. But I just gave you four elements that the criteria that I feel like you need to meet to know that your cause is righteous and know that it's something worth your time, and worth your effort and worth your blood, sweat, and tears. So, can you live for it? Can you die for it? Will you kill for it? And can you heal in the process of making this happen, man? That is, I just wanted to present that to my people, man. You know how we do. We always come in here to build. Every time you come back, it's going to be another dosage of the truth. I would like for you to go ahead and like, subscribe, share my shit. I don't usually ask you to do that, but it will help me to get the message out. One more time, thank you, and we out, man.